All right, we have number 3, Michigan State, going up to Minnesota to play the Golden Gophers. Minnesota likes to take it to the line. 3 overtime games. They've won 2 of those, and they've lost 1. See, they have a number of losses. Their best win, either Virginia Tech or 6-4 Rice, potentially Iowa, but I'm not scared. Their quarterback has 20 TDs, 15 interceptions, about 2,500 yards. Had a good last game. Also ran the ball a bit. Top running back is averaging 7 yards a game, 5 yards a carry. That's pretty good. Their top receiver is a middling 66 yards a game. On defense, keep an eye out for Kimbrell on, I assume, defensive line. Someone in the secondary named Darby. Michigan State is away, so that will give the Gophers a bit of an edge in the turnover battle, but they're also, Michigan State is much superior on talent. You take a look at team stats. Minnesota is around midpoint on offense, slightly better passing than running the ball. Defense, they're the lower third. Michigan State holding on to that number 1 pass offense and the number 126 rush offense. But maybe this game will change that a little bit because I want to get this game going pretty quickly. Visiting prospects, they've got a couple 3-stars. Top players, their punter, outside linebacker Williams, and their middle linebacker Kemp, who is injured. They have a torn groin and a forearm fracture. I don't know how you'll ever get back on the field with a forearm fracture. Maybe it was early in the season. This is the same crew as last game. You'll see some of those suspended players in the whole game. And with the all-white bottoms, I think they look pretty special, especially Felix with his extra bulky elbow or anklets. I just realized that they actually say Felix in the announcements, which is pretty cool. Django, what a boost! I'm letting the coordinator call this as I look forward to next year. Django putting the head down. Oh, nice little block out here. I think that was, I'm not sure who that was. I don't focus on line play enough, but this is Chijijum Chidike. Watch what he does. He kind of comes across, and Django is hitting his hole, which great vision and running past that guy. And Chidike comes over, seals off the safety. Probably only gave 1 yard, but hey, take that yard. Okay. See Oberon with the black sleeves up top. Felix taking a really circuitous route. Oh, he has not the speed nor the strength in this case. 5 wide, that means Shine and Assassin. There's Assassin. Looks like he's, nope. Oh yeah, Assassin. Just 86, that defense. 3rd and 1, unless they take a bad sack or tackle for loss. Oh, Felix is running well. He's got strength. He's got pace? Oh, I won't call it speed. Okay. This is Merv Shine in the other slot position. See Megatron holding his block really well. Definitely don't like how much my coordinator's running Felix. Just get the ball to Django. Oh, throws it out of bounds. Flyhammer's in. I think this is Maxim Vassal. It's like the only white guy. Ash Oberon's white. And Flyhammer's like, you can keep me off the field, but I'm still going to lead the team in yards. Going pretty deep. We have Megatron and Shine. Also went big on this, which didn't work very well, although Django sprung himself for a body length. I hope that the next EA football game uses AI and lets you select someone's voice to do play-by-play, because I'm getting Paul Keels, who calls the OSU games. And I don't know if you looked much at like the Chat GPT or any other AI stuff, but they're getting pretty good. And it would be, oh, there's a fumble. I think Maxim Vassal got it. But I think they could do a pretty awesome job with the play-by-play if they just entered, like, you know, thousands of hours of footage A day I learned. Alright, I called this. I don't know if they were going to punt it, but 51 yards is very makeable for a 99-99 kicker. Let's see if this 99 power kicker can put it through the end zone or if he wants to give up the return. I think part of the problem there on that series was Felix, because he ran the ball so much, he was like bright red, or not bright red, dark red, blood red. Let's take a look at Merlin here in the defensive tackle spot, see if he can do something with his speed and athleticism for the position. Not there. Next one is Iron Overdrive. See how they're trying to move him out a little bit so he can get the edge. Which also, incidentally, is where they're running this ball. Oh! Danielle gets up, makes the stop just in time. Will we ever see another pump block? My guess is not until the new game. And even then, we'll see. Looks like Israel is blocking there with the covered neck pad. Did he lose it? No. Still an assassin. He's got some dark sleeves too. So they trot out there. Oberon on top. Gold ring on the bottom. Megatron on top. Shine in the inside slot. And there's Megatron. A little easy. Like a little comeback. Now they go out to big. They're flipping. Gold ring on top with all his extra adornments. He does like to dress fancy. Oh, that was a missed block there. Poor Django. The replay, they just showed Felix looking at his fingers like a tennis player looks at the racket like, oh, what happened, man? 5 wide. Come on. There's good pace. And the unnecessary diving catch. Merv Shine. He's ready to get up and keep going. It's not the NFL yet, buddy. Alright. I think this could be a big play. Keep your feet. Oh, nice job, Merv. Looks like he's starting to build some chemistry with Shine. He's right here. Felix. Oh my gosh. What a run. 14 yards. Lining up in the big pistol, 2 tight ends, which is not a great alignment when you're not starting your best tight end. 2nd and 16 to 36, which means these next few plays are critical. I'm hoping the clock runs out before the end of this play so I can try to call the next play in the second quarter. Will they snap it? I think they will. Here comes a little bit of pressure. The ball's up in the air. Megatron. Alright, my coordinator knows a thing or two about calling plays. Send Megatron on the streak. Defensive alignment looks fine. They're jamming the outside receiver, Oberon. Megatron goes up. Oh, they're in the zone. Free safety says, what happened? God, free safety sucks. And that's an easy pitch and catch. Alright, Gridiron's taking over. I'm making a mistake with leaving Anderson in man coverage. Ball comes out quick. Israel cleans up the easy pass. Alright, I should have probably blitzed Anderson there. Oh, a nice tackle by Timothy Nikora. Junior JUCO player. Sorry, he's actually a sophomore because he redshirted. Let's see if Anderson gets there on the blitz. He's got the black arm pads. No. But Remington gets there before he can pitch. Nice job, Fortune Remington. He's like, whoa, I'll get you down. We're doing a little better than they are. 107 yards to 13. Can we block the punt? No. Even though Israel was in there, he's probably the best bet to get in there. Oh, a little bit of a juke. Okay, he made the first guy miss. Alright, they're going to go with 3 down linemen. I'm going to try to just run it down their throat. I made the wise choice to pinch their linemen, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in the box. It seems like a really bad decision. Okay, now they have maybe 5. I guess you count those corner safeties as being in the box. But yikes, dude. Who's their defensive coordinator? After all those good running plays, we're going to try a little play action. Get the ball off the Megatron. Alright, this ball is going to Shine, just doing all those little kind of hit the corner spots. It goes opposite field, picks up Oberon. I mean, just didn't really do anything, just waited. Ball got there. Skinny tall frame got clobbered. Now we're going to try to get the ball to Megatron. Had to flip him. He's running a corner route. Yup. I mean, it was a little unfair. You got a really good quarterback running through a really good wide receiver. Wide open. Easy peasy. He's so big. Alright, we're getting a little conservative because this is second quarter. Traditionally, oh, that was on Israel. He was in coverage. Guy's running that fast. Now we're gonna blitz Melee and Nash. So why wouldn't you? This is almost guaranteed to be a disaster. Anderson blitzing off the top. He gets confused, but he actually causes the forced fumble. Well, I'm impressed. I'm gonna have to look at that again. Anderson took this hitch and really blew him up. He does have good hitting. Oh, Merlin. The ball hit his hands. I mean, Merlin, dude. What more do you want? It's right there. I was starting to realize that I think Anderson's a bit like General Schroeder. He's like just a good run defender, good blitzing. Oh. But he's just not, he's terrible in play recognition, terrible man coverage. At least I think Schroeder is a better athlete. I think Anderson's like, I don't know, like mid-80s, maybe even lower. Alright, or Assassin. Nice. Alright, I'm hoping he goes to Megatron, who's on a streak here. They're bringing pressure though. And he just throws it away. They just showed the skyline from the stadium. I think I'd like to go to a Minnesota game now that they're no longer in a loud dome. Got a bit of ways to go. Doing some verts. But it's probably going to be underneath the Shine here. Yeah. Gets it. Go hurry up. I think you were asking about this play where I go hitch corners, but then I audible the two outside guys that go just straight up. It works so well against zone coverage. Oof, Megatron. Took a big hit. It used to be my Reggie Harris call, because Reggie Harris would be here and this guy clears him out and he stays in zone. There's like no one there for Shine. But lately, it seems to be the Megatron call. Okay, now we're going to mix it up. We're not going to send them deep. We're going to just stay tight. Hopefully. Oh, beautiful pass. Over the head of the defender. Beautiful pass. Alright, we got Shine over here. Who gets off the man coverage. Takes on the safety. Felix anticipating. Gets it just up over the head of 48. Into the hands of his receiver. Touchdown. Alright, we're blitzing Titus and Anderson. We'll see what happens. Oh, Titus got there. Alright, we're going to try that again. Oh. Anderson got tripped up. Ooh, who got that sack? Iron overdrive. Alright, calling that play again. No way it works again, right? Off the back foot. Finds a receiver. Oh, Danielle gives up the first down. Alright, let's see how Anderson does in some deep safety role. I think he's got decent zone coverage. Alright, not trying to prove anything. I'm just going to try to run up a deep play. Oh, God. That looked like it could have been intercepted, then caught, then caught. Right, 3rd and inches. Pinched the D-line. Got Nash and Melee. Linebackers. Oh, actually, I think Kai Milani was in there. Number 58. Oh, that was all the Melee. Still playing rather conservative on defense. Oh, that's... Oh, Spartak. Could have been a huge shift. He's been picking those off this season. If you watch Merlin, he's been doing a nice job getting off his blocks. He's been rolling around his guys, got a little spin move. Not this time, though. Melee covering him up. Oh, they were so quick to the line. Couldn't get off. Oh, break the tackle. Broke the tackle, but Melee cleaned him up. Remington was there. And got out of Remington's grasp. Alright, I was not paying attention. I should have called my timeout a long time ago. I was too excited about the sack there. So give up some precious seconds. Maybe Assassin. No, he's going to let that through. Alright, I think we got 4 plays. He's probably going to go sack, interception. Let's see. Okay, close. I'll try a different thing here. Oh, that's not the lemon I wanted. Oh well. Oh, not that matters. Okay, Hail Mary time. I think we're going to be looking at a sack here. Yeah. Well, there was a right way to manage that time. Benji just woke up. Hopefully he falls back to sleep. Because I need another half an hour at least out of him. Okay, if he makes the tackle, this will be the last play of the half. Oh, good job. I didn't realize I had a 3-3-5 alignment on my team. Definitely not what I would call. But then again, Minnesota's calling it, so the game decided to be fair. Let's force Michigan State to call it. Minnesota is running a hurry up. Oh, get there, Remington. Yeah, he ran really wide. He came back. What? Oh, I guess he didn't. I thought he didn't sack a lot. Sticking with the 3-3-5. Which means no Merlin. It's disappointing. Alright, as we continue to watch the 3rd quarter. I just spent the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, with my janky camera setup, which relies on a folding chair holding my tennis racket in place. Oh, nice pick by Titus Israel. Look out, next year's Thorpe Award winner. Good blocking on the edge. So I'm impressed. You'll see Titus Israel is actually the deep safety on this. And though he doesn't have very good zone coverage, he read that play really well. Okay, so where was I? You get the tennis racket and the folding chair, and perched on top that's my phone, and it's attached to the tennis racket via a little piece of twine and one pipe cleaner that's broken enough times that I can no longer get it to do the whole job. And what I mean by that is before the pipe cleaner went around the top of the tennis racket, and then there was a one-handed catch and a touchdown. Honey, you're so sweet. So the pipe cleaner actually used 2. One made a circle, the other one looped through the circle up over the phone. It was great because as pipe cleaners you can add tension to it and change the shape. But I ran out of pipe cleaners, so I have one pipe cleaner that's been broken because it's twisted too many times. So I'm using a piece of this twine, but it's not like tight twine. It's really shiny and it doesn't hold knots very well. So the knots, because it's slippery, do either two things. They either slowly lose their position, which means I have to adjust it, or they dramatically just completely unravel and then the phone goes falling down. It's a huge pain. Which brings me to the point of the next EA game. You should definitely get it on Game Pass. You should invest. Oh, get there! It's gonna be a big man safety. No. Also, I do want to slow this down because I think I was talking about force and how it comes down to mass times acceleration or inertia. And when you have a 304 pounder moving at like 70 something speed, things are gonna happen. So Merlin kicks that out. Remington should have gotten it, or maybe even overdrive. But the 67. How do you play? Thought Merlin would make the tackle also, but he got dished aside. So if you get a laptop, probably not that great of a laptop, but certainly something cheaper than your PS5, you can have the game on your computer, and it can travel wherever you travel. Think about that. And not only will you not have to worry about a very ancient PS3 failing, or a new one failing, which I guess the computer could fail. Uh-oh. That's the change went up on Cincinnati. I'm sure you can pick up a controller that probably costs $20 max. But the best thing is, you can use one of these video game streaming services and just record your screen, capture the screen, and not have to have some sort of janky setup or hold the phone. Think about that. That'd be great. You could even use the record, and then it'll pick up your voice through the built-in microphone. This is sounding more and more like a pretty reasonable option. I don't know what PS5s cost nowadays. I also don't know what type of technical requirements Waltz is in because Israel missed his tackle. Okay, let's see what the offense does if they go back to the deep play to Honey Goldring. Oh, they're going to run the ball. Why not? I was trying to keep this a brief video. All these turnovers and passing and incredible plays that need to be replayed requires more instant replays. I think at this point I would be tempted to just run Django. He's been running so well. Yeah, I would run him. In your LSU game, you're talking about how difficult it is to rack up 100 yards rushing, and it is difficult. If your running back is averaging 5 yards a carry, you need 20 carries for your running back. Plus, you need whatever losses from the sacks. Figure you give up 3 or 4 sacks a game, that's like 5 or 6. Oh, poor choice. Goldring can't get him down with his tender hands. Anyways, gotta make up for the sacks, so you're talking more like 25 carries? Going 5 wide, not a good alignment for this very young team with very few corners. Oh, Danielle made the attempt. Diving deflection. This defense works really well on a few alignments and a few personnel formations, and it's not happening. So Iron Overdrive actually jumped off sides. The Tice Israel blitz doesn't get there, and someone's wide open. I think you already saw what the Army-Navy outcome was, but what a close game. Israel gets there. Boom. Nice sack. Not sure what I'm going to do with the 2 Israel brothers next year. Brutus Israel also is going to be playing like strong safety 2. So he's going to need I don't know if he should also have covered neck pad. Maybe they both go covered neck pads, but one has like black sleeves and the other one has white sleeves to help distinguish between the 2. Get him down. Down 24. Yeah, kicking the field goal is probably the way to go. Although you might be thinking that means I need 4 possessions. Right, we got 1 play by the offensive coordinator, and then Gridiron's taking over. And I guarantee you're going to see more running the ball. Although, here's another run. He gets another 8 yards. He's just been spectacular. Django's been having quite the game, and he's only got 76 yards of rushing. Although, it's going to go up a bit. Alright. The run should open up. Play action. Oh, more shine. Buddy. Defense thinks we're running a screen. We are not. We're running our slowest player on the team, who also happens to be a fairly effective runner. Django was exhausted. So Maxim Vassal comes in. Got a nice, easy pass. Megatron. He's got to be over 100. He's had a early game. 117. Nice. Easy. This is a halfback counter to the right. I don't know if it's effective or not. Maxim Vassal, I'm also not sure what kind of running back he is. Looks like the slow white variety. Right, Django's back in. You can see he's heating up. Oh! Okay. I guess he has to throw it back, but he's got so many long touchdown passes. I would think he'd be really hot. Okay. We go for the touchdown. Alright, so we're going to try to run Django through that left guard. Oh, that's... He went where he was supposed to go. I think that would have worked. Alright, this is just a bunch of crossing routes. I would have run Django had he been there, but he isn't. And, oh, he's interesting, playing slot receiver. I was going for it. You do. It's a play action. To Griffin. And he gets the touchdown. 5 touchdown passes, not bad. Oh, Thomas Griffin, you are such a good fullback, and this is a position we don't use. Wide open. Tight end was as well. Nice job, Anderson. I don't know if that was a TFL or not, but it was a good play. Anderson again. Oh, nice sack. You know, there's a chance he survives another year because I might not need to make any cuts. And you got like a guy like that. He's like, I got one skill. Gobbling up ball. Wow, I realized I paused right when I said ball carriers. And instead of saying gobbling up ball carriers, it sounded like I said gobbling up balls. Which, I mean, maybe Anderson's into. I think it's more Honey Golden. I'm definitely going to have to check the little box that says not intended for kids on the YouTube agreement because it's definitely not a family experience any longer. Alright, let's see if we can get Django the 100. That's not going to do it. We need like 8 yards of rush. He needs 4 yards. Alright. This could be it. Oh, he's going to lose yards. Bummer. Well, if I don't get this, I think Django might have to settle for it. Just shy of 100. It's a fake. Oh, Anderson. He got really skittish and just immediately threw the ball. It's like, hey, my completion. It's like, no, you threw the wrong guy. Okay, let's see if we can get the ball back here. A good use of some blitzing. Oh, nice tackle by Seymour. So something I was thinking about is my linebacker situation next year. There's so many talented redshirt will be sophomores. Melee, Murphy, Conleth, Kamalani. But then I have Chris Moss, who is so phenomenal. I mean, he's got to play, and he's just redshirting this year. So I have a conundrum at linebacker, especially if I go 4-2. One very likely outcome is that I switch to 4-3, although then I have to take off Brutus Israel. Or maybe I stick with the 4-2-5, and I go Chris, Moss, and then Murphy. I mean, Murphy is just too good to bench. Malley's good, but I feel like he is not as exceptional. Okay. 20 seconds. Can I get 4 yards for the young man? No.
He gets out to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he needs actually 6 yards because he had a couple TFLs. Maybe he'll get the carry. No. Using our timeout.
They'll bring him down at the 39.
Just trying to get the first down. Probably not the right play call.
Here comes the pressure. And he
Definitely
hits him
not.
hard at the 35.
Interesting enough, Minnesota isn't calling their timeout. Alright, last play of the game. We're just, everyone's getting worn now. We're just going to try to get him that 6 yards. You can do it. Oh, it's going to be close. Yay, he got to 100. Alright, 5 TDs. 257 yards is enough for Felix to get player of the game. Alright, look at your game stats. 38 to 10. 16 first downs to 10. Running, pretty big difference there. 111 for Michigan State and -1 for Minnesota. Passing, 261 to 211. Better on third down. Fourth down was 1 to 3, not great. 3 for 3 in the red zone. 1 turnover by each team. Minnesota did a good job holding onto their fumbles. A 50-yard punt, that's pretty nice. Alright, Felix was a 200 QBR rating, 5 TDs, 1 interception, 4 sacks. Roden, his little 4-yard pass was a rating worth of 133. Django finished with 101 yards on 21 carries, and just goes to show how hard it is to eclipse 100. Felix racked up 6 yards despite the sacks. He did fumble. He also broke a tackle. Megatron led the team, 7 catches, 117 yards, 2 TDs. He had a great game. Shine was in there early and often, but only racked up an 8.8 yards a catch. Goldring had that long 48-yard reception, so that was good for 33 yards a catch. A lot of other people in there. Flyhammer had 1 catch, Anderson had a catch, Griffin, Obron, Assassin. Surprise Assassin and Obron only had 1 each, but that's how it goes. You see a lot of guys in there. Vassal gave up a sack. That's pretty funny. Chidike gave up 2 sacks. He's my starting left tackle next year. That's scary. Israel led the team in tackles with 8, followed by Melly with 7. You had sacks, 2 by Anderson. Pretty good. Israel had 1. Merlin had 1. Overdrive had 1. Remington had 1. And Melly had 1. You also see a couple TFLs in there. Seymour, defensive tackle, had 1. Nakora had 1. Interception by Israel, 32-yard return was pretty sweet. Forced fumble by Merlin and Anderson, but no recoveries, sadly. And I think we maybe had 1 block or deflection. Spartak, yeah. Kicking 1 for 1 for Brooks, long 51. Punting, 50 yards. The returns, only 1 kick return. Assassin averaged 14.7 yards of punt return on pass or punt block each time. Great game by the whole team against an inferior opponent. Game stats, very lopsided. Yeah. Players of the game, Simon Felix and Nicholas Anderson. Nice job, legacy player. 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble. You look sleepy.